Welcome back to the Pulse League of Legends edition. We just got finished with the tournament recap. Now we're going to take it back a bit and let's hear from Riot themselves along with some of the pros about what they think about the current scene. Dan, you were able to visit the Riot headquarters. A little bit jelly. I actually got to go a couple weeks ago, but I heard you had a great time.
I did. We got to talk to Whalen, Rozelle, and Dustin, Beck. Those guys are very much involved in the LCS, and we talk about LCS and tournaments. And a lot of people are just saying that, you know, Riot is just doing this because they want to push their game forward, but they have a much bigger vision than that and a much bigger culture than what we normally expect from most organizations. Let's have a look at what we saw when we went to Riot.
I'm Dustin Beck. I'm the VP of Esports with my man,
Whalen, Rozelle, Senior Manager of Esports. I basically get to mix the two passions of my life, which are sports and League of Legends.
The LCS is the League Championship Series. It's a consistent structure for esports. Instead of not knowing when the next tournament's going to be, it's once every month or once every couple months. Now there's a regular season format, there's playoffs, there's an all-star game. It all culminates with a world championship. It's a global system that's going to help really thrust esports to the next level.
Dustin's a huge NBA fan, and I'm a baseball, football guy.
We've taken a similar approach with our broadcast of, hey, NBA does this, FIFA does this, college football does this.
And we sort of take that and make it special for League of Legends.
I believe we're going to be publishing our rule set pretty soon on our website that's going to have all the guidelines for, you know, when is a game of record established. In baseball, there's the 5th inning rule. So we're doing everything to address those situations. We're doing things to address trade, our philosophy and esports, and even just within Riot in general is like hiring athletes who are smart and competent. We actually want these guys to be making a ton of money. These guys are aspirational heroes within our community.
We're really laser focused on listening to our players, and when they tell us they want something, we will go the extra mile to make sure that we deliver the best experience to them. These guys are franchises, these teams are franchises. We want them to thrive, and we want them to be very, very successful, because that's how we ensure long-term stability and long-term success. Just like franchises are important for long-term success, so is a really strong ecosystem from top to bottom, not just the LCS and the Asian Pro Leagues.
NFL isn't successful without NCAA football, and that's how we kind of view our challenger tier.
We'll have major partner events such as like MLG Dallas, where there'll be a component of these challenger teams that get to play in a tournament, win prize money.
Before, if you wanted to go compete for prize money at an MLG or an IPL tournament, you have to go face a TSM or, you know, some of these powerhouses, and now those guys aren't going to be competing in the challenger aspect. If people are nipping at your buds and you need to worry about, you know, getting relegated and losing your salary and losing this kind of spotlight in the LCS, like, that's serious business. And we're really kind of excited about the future of the amateur scene. We have 3 leagues in Asia. We also have OGN, who's running an established league in Korea. There's emerging countries that are now starting to get into the fold, like a Brazil or a Turkey, who are also going to have some sort of representation for the World Championship.
That's going to become our focus. It really speaks to the diversity of our game and the fact that it's a global sport. We've also brought on people with like a vast amount of experience in the NFL and the Olympics to like tell the stories behind the scenes. It's not just about the games, it's about the players and sort of their stories that we're looking to bring forth now.
We're all so genuinely passionate about esports. Everyone is just here like kind of loving what we're doing. We're getting to deliver this great experience to our fans, and that's really what's kind of motivating us to kind of go above and beyond and really evolve what esports has traditionally been to what we think it's going to be.
Thanks again to Whalen and Dustin for joining us for a short interview, guys. Again, the reason why we're doing it is because they're focusing on the player stories. They want to build a fan base around them, the franchises, the teams, and that gets me really excited because that's the beginnings of what actually sets up a legitimate association of players, of agents, and then you get the big contracts, you get the people embedded into culture, and they're not just focusing on the pros, they're also focusing on the amateur scene as well, which is just cool because they want amateurs, they want the people to come up from the community, the grassroots, in order to become pros. That kind of stuff really excites me because that just means esports is really hitting the next stride to potentially hit the mainstream.